All right, let's dig in with the two-time Super Bowl champ Bryant McFadden and our guy Ryan Wilson. Fellas, only one place to start here when it comes to the Texans and the Titans, and that's with King Henry. Again, 200-plus, 2 touchdowns. You can copy and paste it when these two teams meet. B-Mac, we had a backup quarterback out there. We knew it was going to be the run game, and still no answer for Houston. Is this a viable offensive approach moving forward for the Titans? Because we're looking at a team who's won 5 straight at the top of the division and still trying to kind of figure out who they are.
Well, if they had the opportunity to play against the Texans every week, no question. Run. Remember, we saw last week Josh Jacobs put up Hall of Fame-like numbers against the Houston Texans. So this has been the common theme for the Texans defensively. They can't stop anybody from running them football. But for the Tennessee Titans, huge day for Derrick Henry. Didn't see a lot from Malik Willis. Only 10 passing attempts, but they didn't have to throw the football. But when you can get number 22 running, that makes the entire offense better. And eventually you will get your experienced quarterback back into the roster, Ryan Tannehill, so they can be able to utilize what Derrick Henry has been doing, especially the momentum in today's matchup, to add to what they do offensively when they get their starting quarterback back into the fold. But no, you can't expect to only have 10 passing attempts every Sunday and win ball games. But if you play against the Houston Texans, no question, you can do so. Next up, whoever the running back is for the Houston Texans, if you have him in your fantasy lineup, if you don't have him, please start him.
Ryan, am I wrong in saying here at 5-2 that the Tennessee Titans, they're still a team sort of looking for that identity? And is this the identity that we saw here on Sunday?
No, I think they have an identity, and that identity is one that we continue not to take seriously. And look, I think my lasting image of the Tennessee Titans in 2021 wasn't that they won 12 games, is that they showed up after getting that first-round bye, and got absolutely destroyed by the Bengals. The Bengals went into Nashville. Ryan Tannehill played terribly to the point that we were having conversations about, are they going to draft a quarterback? Ended up they doing so, just not in the first round. But I think this is who they are. And BMAC highlighted who they are even without Ryan Tannehill. But it doesn't change a whole lot when Ryan Tannehill is healthy. Now, look, they're going to throw the ball a lot more and push it down the field more than they did with Malik Willis. Basically, against the Texans, you're playing Pop Warner football. You're not trying to throw the football. You're giving the ball to your best player 40 times a game and asking the other team to stop them, and they had no answers. So I think Derrick Henry remains the centerpiece of this offense. But with Ryan Tannehill, you can obviously push the ball down the field with a little more frequency. You do wonder whether A.J. Brown would be a good person to have on your team. But, hey, you're in the AFC South. You don't have a time machine. You don't have to worry about that. Just keep Derrick Henry healthy, get Ryan Tannehill healthy, and if nothing else, you're in a great position to get back to the playoffs, if only because the division is not so great as we sit here.
Sunday's Week 8 sample size here when it comes to A.J. Brown. Answer that question is likely yes, but I do want to talk more about Willis. Opportunity comes in many different shapes and sizes here. He did have an opportunity on Sunday. Ryan, it was a name that really bounced around a lot when we were in Indy at the Combine and then on draft day. To have that piece there, is this someone who took his opportunity here on Sunday? I know the numbers don't match it, but maybe gives you a wrinkle, a look you can get to here coming down the stretch when your starting quarterback is back as well?
We'll see, and I'm sort of hesitant to say any more than that in terms of what did we learn about Malik Willis, but it was clear that the game plan was going to be with the running game, and Malik had 1 interception. It was a bad interception, but we see bad interceptions every week from veteran quarterbacks, so that's not the end of the world. Malik, we knew coming into this process, was extremely raw coming out of Liberty, and that hasn't changed. It's going to take time with Malik. He's an incredible athlete, has great arm strength, and I'll be honest, me and BMAC were in Las Vegas for the draft, and we're shocked that Malik didn't go in the first round because of that athleticism, but he's only the second quarterback to start a football game this year as a rookie, the other being Kenny Pickett. So I think it's a wait-and-see approach. I think Ryan Tannehill has proven that he can handle this offense in the way that Todd Downing and the Titans want it handled. He's not going to go out and throw for 400 yards, but that's not his game. He's a game manager in the perfect sense of the word as it fits inside this offense. But I think Malik Willis is more, we're going to have to wait and see what we have here. And I don't think the Titans are necessarily in an urgency mode to draft a quarterback. But it's a learn as we go with Malik. There'll be packages for him because of the athleticism. And if he has to play again, he has this game under his belt. But I don't think this is something you point to and say, hey, maybe Malik should be the starter going forward.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't learn anything in regards to Malik Willis moving forward at the quarterback position for the Titans because they just kind of, kept everything extremely simple for him. Granted, they ran the football well, But when you look at some of the passing plays, they were very, very generic. They wanted to get him out in space, and they kind of gave him 2 read type opportunities in regards to the route runners that were running routes. So I didn't really see a lot. There's no quarterback controversy. There shouldn't be. As Ryan mentioned, it will take time to kind of see him develop in this system. But right now, he did the job that he was supposed to do. Find a way to put your team in positions to win. And I understand the most valuable player in today's matchup was Derrick Henry. But yet and still, the 6 completions that Malik completed were all very important.
All very important. And best offensive approach when you got that guy behind you, just hand that dang thing off. Taking a look at the fantasy numbers coming out of this one. Derrick Henry, 34 points on those 219 and 2 tubs. Dameon Pierce, who was a hot commodity early on. Numbers have sort of fallen, I'd say, off a cliff here. 35 rushing yards, 3 receptions for 16 yards. Did get you into double-digit points, but the headline, the second story, the third chapter, all of it belongs to Derrick Henry.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.